Over the last 1.5 years, my life completely transformed. I went from working a cold calling sales job to publishing my first book, giving a TED Talk, and gaining 625,000 followers on Instagram. All because of one thing. I took action, which is exactly what I would like to discuss today in Think Sharper in 5, where I explain approaches to overcome obstacles that are in between you and the goal you're aiming for. So today I want to share 3 frameworks that help me massively to break through overthinking and to take bold, bulletproof action. So the first one, it's the story of the dead horse. And a mentor of mine once explained this to me. Imagine you're a horse in the middle of the field, and on the right side of the horse, the owner places a pile of hay, as you can see. And on the left side of the horse and the left side of the field, he places a bucket of water. The horse doesn't know what to choose. Should he eat first or drink first? So he looks to the right, he thinks about eating, then he looks to the left and he thinks about drinking. He keeps circling until the day passes by and the horse drops dead to the floor. He collapses. He didn't die from hunger, he didn't die from thirst, he died from indecision. And this is so often the case in business or in our personal development. We take so long circling in a choice that it would have been better to choose either of the choices, because by the time we would have chosen, we could have already also tried the other option, if that makes sense. So sometimes you need to put yourself a deadline and you need to choose, which is exactly where framework 2 comes in, which is Jeff Bezos and Amazon. And they speak about one-way doors and two-way doors. So you can probably already guess, a two-way door is a door you can pass through and then you can pass through the other way back again. While a one-way door, you can only go through it once and then the door closes for good. So if your decision is a two-way door and you can always move back to the place where you are today, it's better to just make it fast and to go with your best bet, because you can always move back. And it's not worth circling in too much. But if a door is a one-way door and you can't go back, then you want to go a bit more slow. Last but not least, this is my ultimate system that I use to really force myself to make decisions. So I call it the mental precision system, right? So you're facing a big decision. What you want to do, you want to start with zooming out. Really zooming out at the bigger picture. What are you optimizing for? What are you trying to achieve here? And you do that by systemizing your thinking with the 3 C's. So you start with clarity. Why? Why create a business? Why go for a certain career? Why be in a certain relationship? Like, what is the why for doing it? Once you've got your best bet with that, we go to the second C, which would be the C of curiosity. So how? So in terms of the business, in terms of scaling on social media, what would be the best way to do it? Like, how could you do it? Be curious, be experimental with that. Once we've got that, we want to go to the third C, which is the C of commitment. And with the C of commitment, you just want to think of the best approach that you got from the curiosity phase and now make a commitment with it. So you're going to stick with it for a certain amount of time to see actual results happening. Because if you only try something for one day, the chances that you'll see results are very low. But if you commit to it for a month or 14 days, you allow yourself to get feedback and you allow yourself to get results. So after doing the systemization, you zoom back in, you get the results, and after, for example, 14 days, you allow yourself to zoom back out to the beginning where you started. This is a loop that allows you to take your best bet, make a commitment, get new information, take your best bet, make a commitment, and do this again and again. Because let me ask you this, the thing you're thinking about, do you need more information or do you just need to take some action? I hope it helps. Ciao, ciao.